Hello, courageous souls. Today, let's discuss the strength in vulnerability. Opening up and sharing our authentic selves takes courage, but it also builds deeper connection. Let's create a safe space for each other to express our true selves without fear of judgment. So, the topic today, I'm going to give you 10 tips to finding strength in vulnerability. Okay? Because we always think that being vulnerable is a bad thing, and it's not. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, so again, just give you a little snapshot. I am in Florida, in solitude. It is like 80 degrees outside. I have not been out to play or to enjoy myself. I've been in here working, making my YouTube videos, and studying and reading and doing a lot of things to master certain things in my life so I can have the life that I desire. Okay. Little backstory. I landed on this topic because I was going through a traumatic event that happened in my life. I was married for 26 years. I am 51 years old. I am now divorced. And so now I am trying to figure out who I am. And I'm trying to rediscover. I'm trying to reinvent myself. I'm trying to see what I like, what I don't like. And so I am constantly trying to look for new ways to elevate myself and new ways to change myself so I can become a better version of myself. Because before I had a family and my children are grown and gone, living their own lives. I have 4 children, 3 girls and 1 boy. And their ages are 35, 30, 25, and 23. And then I have 5 grandchildren. So I am taking this time. It's Thanksgiving 2024, and I'm in a hotel in Florida. I decided that I wanted to be somewhere where it was warm. I could have stayed at home in St. Louis in Missouri, but I wanted to just get away and do something different. I still had Thanksgiving. I still cooked. I'm a vegetarian, so I did. I bought a little crock pot from Walmart. I bought a electric skillet. So I cooked. I had asparagus, green beans. I made some Swedish meatballs from walnut meat. I also have some corn and cabbage fried. So that was pretty good with vegetables in it. And some honeydew for fruit. And a lot of other fruit as well. I got some kale. I had some kale lettuce. I was gonna cook some greens, but I'm okay. I'm in solitude. I'm practicing. I'm studying, and I'm trying to master certain things in my life so I can travel the world and work from home. I don't want to work at anybody's job. So I am trying to seek the life that I desire. And so I wanted to come on here and share with you how I kind of mold myself and I got out of that dark place, that dark hole that I was in by educating myself and finding tips to help me. And so I wanted to make it my business to come on here and share that with someone who may be going through the same thing. I don't want anyone to go through any traumatic issues alone. I want you to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I was that woman that was crying in the bathroom, couldn't get up, turned off the shades, didn't go to work for a week, didn't want to associate myself with nobody. After I came out of that, I became very selective about my environment and my triggers and just being vulnerable. So I want to share these 10 tips with you. I'm going to go through each one of them and then I'll read kind of like what they mean. And I have my notes in front of me, so you'll see me looking down. Don't think I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. But because I'm doing so many videos, I needed to have my notes right here with me. So if I make a mistake, bear with me. I'm not perfect. I am learning. And so let's dive right in. 10 tips. All right. So vulnerability often gets a bad rap as a sign of weakness. But in truth, it can be a pathway to strength and resilience. Embracing vulnerability can enhance personal growth, deepen relationships, and lead to greater authenticity. Here are 10 tips to help you find strength in vulnerability. The first one, acknowledge your feelings. It's okay. If your feelings is hurt, or if somebody hurt your feelings, it's okay to say, hey, you hurt my feelings when you said that. It's okay. Recognize and accept your emotions without judgment. If you are speaking about your emotions, that does not make you weak. That does not make you, you're emotionally immature. No. To say how you feel about your emotions and speak it to someone, that's very mature. Very mature. So don't let anyone downplay that when you're expressing yourself. Being honest with yourself about what you're feeling is the first step in embracing vulnerability. This self-awareness can lead to better emotional health and personal insights. So from there, you begin to know what's your triggers and what environment you can tolerate and what you can't tolerate, because certain things, your trauma, it won't take nothing to spark it. So it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay. It's not a sin. So number one, acknowledge your feelings. Number two, share your story. That is what I'm doing here. At first, I was embarrassed about my divorce. At first, I couldn't even really talk about it, because in my head, it's like, oh, we supposed to be married for all these years and we supposed to be doing it, especially now since my children are grown. Don't get me wrong. It's still hard. I'm still trying to process it. But my divorce just went through in April. I've been in the divorce since 2021. So from there, I've been single. So opening up to others about your experiences can be empowering. Sharing your story with your close friends or supportive communities can foster connection and understanding, proving that you are not alone in your struggle. So it was hard for me to watch YouTube. It was hard for me to get up to do anything. And out of nowhere, I've created basically another business based on my trauma. So I have empowered threads where I create positive messages for t-shirts and hoodies and mugs to motivate and inspire people as they navigate this life alone. Because when you look around your house and your apartment, there's really nothing to pour into your cup to motivate or elevate you. So it's basically, you have to really pull yourself out of it. And so my inspiration for starting the Empowered Threads is to have it where people can purchase something that they can look at and say, whew, okay, it's going to be okay. It's another day. It's a constant reminder, daily affirmations on something that makes you feel warm and cozy, something that you just throw on and really don't think about it until you actually look at what you have on. So you can click on my TikTok link, Breaking My Silence to Heal, and go to my TikTok shop. I'm in the process of now, I have an Etsy shop. You can find those same teas on Etsy as well. But I want to inspire, I want to heal, I want to be that shoulder that you can lean on. When you come on to YouTube, you find my videos and something to resonate with you. You are not alone. Trust me. I am learning how to be alone. I'm learning how to nurture myself. So it is a whole identity within itself, especially when you had children early, and then you go from having children early to having a family and being married, and now you're taking care of a household. Is completely different. And then now that's snatched away from you, and now it's just you. It's a whole different ball game. So it's okay to share your story. You never know. Somebody else may be going through the same thing. They just may not show it. Number 3, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. When you're vulnerable, it's easy to be self-critical. Instead, practice self-compassion by acknowledging your imperfections and embracing them as part of your humanity. So see how I just made a mistake? Normally I'm like, oh God, let me just start this video over. No, I made a mistake. I read this word and I had to look at it in order for me to really, get it. Even though I can read the word, but I read something else. I made a mistake. It's okay. Number 4, set boundaries. Set boundaries. Very, very important. Being vulnerable doesn't mean exposing yourself to everyone indiscriminatively. Set healthy boundaries to protect yourself from harm. Share your vulnerabilities with those who have earned your trust and respect. This is so important. And trust me, I am still learning. So I'm not making this video and saying that I mastered these skills. I have not. I am still a work in progress. Okay. So I'm still setting new boundaries. I'm not going to be pushed. I'm not going to let anybody bully me. I'm going to set the tone for what makes me happy. I can't plant my expectations on nobody else. So if I feel that I'm in an environment that does not fit me, then I do what's necessary and best for me and my mental state by setting those boundaries, by making myself a priority, by saying, hey, I know that you invited me here, this, that, but right now I'm not feeling that, so, I'll have to catch you next time. And I remove myself from the environment if it's too overwhelming for me. At first, when my divorce first went through, I was trying to go out to the clubs and go out to this place. That stuff made me miserable. It made me miserable. All it made me do is think about my husband even more. And needless to say, I still love my husband. I really do. But I have to keep going on. I mean, if it's meant for us to be back together, it'll happen. If not, I have to just keep persevering and moving forward. All right, so up under setting those boundaries, I think I already read that. So number 5, embrace imperfection. Perfect is an illusion. No, perfection is an illusion. Accept Accepting your imperfections can free you from unrealistic expectations and allow you to live more authentically. Embrace your flaws as part of what makes you unique. Yeah, so I'm sitting here and, I am good at creating things, putting things together, but because I am trying to do so much, excuse my head session, I'm trying to do so much, I have my notes in front of me. I created them, but every now and then I have to look down at this paper to help me stay on focus and on task. Okay, so that was the fifth one. So far, I'm going to go back through them at the end. This is to give you, to help push you, to help let you know that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay. And if anybody doesn't respect it, now I'm not saying go around telling your story to anybody that'll listen, because I was doing that too. But you be selective about who you share your information with, because someone can take that information and turn it around and use it against you. And then now your feelings is hurt again, with you being so trusting to tell someone who you thought was going to be on your side. And especially when you're trying to date, you make a decision before you start dating if you want to share your past. Your past is your past. You owe no explanation to no one unless you decide that. You don't let nobody else decide that for you. If they're going to pick you and choose you as someone to be with based on your past, then they don't need to be with you, because if that was the case, you would still be with the person that was in your past. That makes no sense to me. So you determine before you start dating, don't share information, because even though people say, and I'm a woman, men say, I'm not going to judge you. They judge you. They judge you. So do not share your history or your situations unless you feel comfortable doing it and you don't care what the outcome is. Because once you share that information and they start moving back from you, then automatically, there you go again. You're going to be right back in the same position, feeling bad, feeling insecure because you shared too soon or you shared too much. I've already done that, so I know what it feels like. So I'm telling you, take this advice from me. Do not, if you don't want to talk about your past, then you simply just say, my past is my past, and I'm trying to get to know you for my future. If they can't respect and honor that, then you move on. Move on, because that is setting boundaries. I don't want to talk about my past. My past doesn't define who I am. I am a new person. And if they respect you and they want to know more about you, then they will move forward. But if they stay stagnant there and they keep coming back, well, why this? But why that? But why this? You know what? I see you're not respecting my boundaries. I see that you don't understand that I do not want to discuss my past. I only will discuss that with somebody that I trust and I have built rapport with. It seems that you have a problem with that, so I think it's best that, we just kind of end this right there. And you just end it, because if you continue to go on with it and you have someone to bully you and force you to share something that you're not ready to share, you're going to be upset. You don't need to add nothing else to your pain or to your hurt that you're already that you're already experiencing. You don't need nothing else. So keep it moving. Number 6, seek support. Reach out for support when needed, whether through friends, family, or professionals. Having a support system can provide strength during vulnerable times. Don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it. Yeah, don't hesitate. Ask for help. Seek professional help. I tried the friends and family. It works sometimes, sometimes it don't, because some people don't take it as serious as you do. So I would say reach out to a professional, call a hotline or something like that if you want to just talk to somebody and get something off your chest. Um, but I do have some friends and family that I have been to, uh, but it was just because it was not intentionally, it was unintentionally. Let me just say that, through conversation or something, but not to the point where I was so vulnerable where I called them and I reached out and said, I need to share this with you. It wasn't that case. That case, I would look for a professional. Number 7, cultivate courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Sit on that for a minute. But the ability to act despite it. Embrace vulnerability by taking small, courageous steps every day. Over time, these acts of bravery can build resilience and confidence. Okay? Resilience and confidence. So cultivate courage. It's okay. Courage isn't the absence of fear. That's good. That's good. But the ability to act despite it. So even though I'm having this problem, or even though I'm not real confident about it, I still got courage to talk about it, courage to share, which is why I'm doing these YouTube videos, because I know that I am not the only person that's going through it. And I'm an introvert, extrovert. I'm both of them. So some things I'm shy about. I don't talk. I kind of lean back and I just observe, and I don't want to be bothered to myself. And then other things, when it comes to helping somebody, I'm out. I'm boisterous about that. So number 8, accept uncertainty. Whew. Life is inherently uncertain, and vulnerability often involves facing the unknown. Accepting that you can't control everything can lead you to a greater sense of peace and adaptability. When I tell you, I was shell shocked. Me and my husband supposed to been together forever. We was making plans about things we were gonna do, go travel the world and take a week off and go from state to state, and to had the door closed and slammed in my face with no explanation, no nothing, after 26 years. Yeah, accepting uncertainty. I need to get that tattooed on me somewhere because that has been the most struggling thing, being able to adapt with the change, the uncertainty, the unknown, the never thought it would be this way. Okay, I felt like my husband was my best friend. I guess he felt different. I don't know. So I have come to realization that I have to accept it. I don't want to make someone be with me if they don't want to be with me. Okay? So I have accepted that. And on a daily basis, trust me, it's painful. It hurts. It's like, what did I do wrong? What did I, I'm not good enough. Like, I go through all of that. But accepting uncertainty is one of the things that I am working on, and I'm starting to have peace with that. I'm starting to enjoy being by myself. I'm in this hotel in a different state, drove 15 hours to get here, wanted to just do something that somebody else probably said, really? You got your own apartment. You could have stayed in your own apartment. Yeah, that's true. It's cold in St. Louis right now, chilling. Right now, it's like 80 degrees. I can That's why I got on this outfit. I can walk out and wear my back and everything out. So I wanted to do something different. So accepting the uncertainty. That's uncertain. Number 9, reflect and learn. Reflect and learn. I have so many new books that when I see a book and it sound interesting, or if somebody refer a book to me, I get the book. I have not started reading all my books yet, but I'll dibble in a little bit, dabble here. And so I'm always trying to learn and grow, and I reflect on mistakes that I probably, that I made in my marriage, to help me become a better person. Now, I do want to get married again. I'm not letting that marriage stop me for wanting to be a wife. I know I am a wife. I know I'm a good wife. So it just got, I just got to be selective. And now, I don't eat meat. I work out 7 days a week. Some days I might miss, but I'm becoming I just learned this, a frugal, I gotta look it up again, y'all. It's kind of hard to say, but it's just a person that eat fruit. And so I love fruit. It's real airy. You don't feel heavy. Your weight come down, and I still work out. And everything you eat, even protein, is in fruit and water. All right. So reflect and learn. Take time to reflect on your experiences of vulnerability. What did you learn about yourself? How did it change your perspective? Use these insights to grow and strengthen your character. So one thing I can say that I did learn is that I don't have time to waste. I'm not going to some event that is not going to benefit me. I don't have time to hang out. I don't have time to just, unless I decide, okay, I'm going to go and chill, go to my friend's house for a couple of hours. Other than that, I don't have time to go to no clubs. I don't have time to go to no concerts. I'm not doing it. I'm going to start saying no, because I need to be reflecting, learning, teaching myself how to be, a certain way, my expectation, my boundaries. When I don't like an environment, I remove myself from it. I'm not going to be a people please. I'm not going to just do something just because it makes somebody else happy. And then I'm sitting up here mad, stuffed up, uncomfortable. No, I'm not doing that. Number 10, woo, we made it. Celebrate your growth. Yes, that girl celebrating her growth. I drove to Florida by myself. Found my hotel by myself. And so I'm enjoying this time, even though, nobody's here. And I have a big screen TV right here, and I have not turned it on. I've been here 4 or 5 days. I just been on my computer working. And I think when I finish making all my videos, I'm going to start on some other stuff. I've been doing a lot of other things, making videos for TikTok and all kinds of things. I want to travel the world and just work on social media. That's what I want. I speak it into existence. And I have to keep this by me or close to me so I can write my ideas down, y'all. Oh my God, I'm going to have to buy another one. Like, it has scriptures in here. I don't want you to read none of it because I got some bad handwriting. But I write down my business plans. I write down ideas. And then sometimes I just journal. So this is my little, I can do everything through him who gives me strength. Yeah. So that I keep that by my bed. So I celebrate my wins, because at first I was in a dark place. Recognize and celebrate the growth that comes from being vulnerable. Acknowledging your progress can boost your confidence and reinforce the idea that vulnerability is a source of strength, not weakness. So when you could talk about, yeah, I was this, I was that, I was this, embrace it. Embrace that vulnerability. It's okay to be vulnerable. That's what a real woman and a real man can do. You know, you hurt my feelings when you did this and that. Claim it, own it. Because you're taking action behind it, you're standing behind it, and you're confident about what you're saying. And I did not expect this video to be 30 minutes long. So I'm going to wrap it up because I know you don't want to sit here and be listening to me for another 30 minutes because I can talk my behind off. All right. So by embracing vulnerability, you open yourself up to a rich, more authentic life. And it feels so good to be able to just, even though you're hurting and you're still dealing with the trauma, it feels so good to just walk around. And if you meet somebody, y'all have a conversation. You meet somebody else, you have another conversation. I mean, I did go to Walmart. I've been going to the gym in the morning. The gym is closed today. But it just feels so good. I mean, I could have went running outside, but I never take a break. So I'm like, you know what? If I miss 2 days, it's okay. Because I go 7 days a week anyway. And I feel good. Like, I have not made working out one of those things where, ooh, I'm trying to get in this dress. No, it's part of my lifestyle. Frugivore. Frugivore, I think it is. Frugivore. I got to learn, educate myself more, but it's a person that eats fruit, and that's it. Okay? That's what I'm trying to become because I used to eat fruit and salads. So now I'm trying to get away from the salads and just eat fruit. I just love fruit. I mean, it gives you everything that you need. Don't let nobody tell you different. I'm 51. Look at me. At me. You know, I don't have to dress like I'm about to pass away. I can still look cute and inspiring and young and youthful. Anyway, let me stop acting silly. These tips can help you harness the strength that comes from being true to yourself and connecting with others on a deeper level. I mean, I've met women in the store and we just start talking about some outlandish stuff. They don't know me from a can of paint, but had great conversation the other day when I went working out. And I went to Walmart and I was literally, in the aisles dancing, playing my music in my ear. And I felt so good. It was like I had a little bubble around me. And I had like 3 or 4 people stop me and ask me, oh my God, thank you. You made my day. You're so happy. And I could just feel your energy. And it made me feel good to know that I made them feel good. And I saw different people looking at me. I was just happy. I wasn't trying to get no attention or nothing. That's just how I felt. So 10 tips to find being strength in vulnerability. Acknowledge your feelings. Number 2, share your story. Number 3, practice self-compassion. Number 4, set boundaries. Number 5, embrace imperfection. Number 6, seek support. Number 7, cultivate courage. Number 8, accept uncertainties. Number 9, reflect and learn. And number 10, celebrate your growth. Okay? I know you are on your way. I appreciate you staying to the end. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video. And thank you for showing up and showing out. Have a good day. Bye-bye.